But they say I fumbled the man I should have married.
Don't don't be like me. Okay.
Oh, I didn't even see the small writing. Okay.
I barely seen it, but I can see it.
I fumbled the man I probably should have married. And I'm making this post so that y'all don't do the same thing that I did. This is an accountability post. I met him on Hinge, and this was back when the algorithm was working a lot better. And it was like 2022, I believe. I didn't like his profile. I just knew he was gonna like me. And the next day he did. Normally I name names, but just in case he has a new girl and they're at peace, I don't want to disrupt his situation. So I'm not gonna name his name. But anyway, we met up quickly. We went on a date, and we ended up being like glued to each other pretty fast. We were like in a relationship within like a month, I believe. He locked it down. He was not trying to see me single. This man was fine. He was like 6'3", buff, long hair. He looked like Roman Reigns. Society would easily give him a 9, easily. And if you know me, you know who I'm talking about. But frankly, his looks were pretty irrelevant, honestly. He actually was very kind, very sweet, very empathetic, very emotional, very in tune with his emotions, but also quite emotional. And, you know, he just had a lot of very positive traits. The number one being, he did not play about me at all. We went to brunch with his brother and sister-in-law, and they were kind of cold, like not really like, I don't know, warming up to me. And he called that out immediately. He was like, absolutely not. When his brother was not trying to get to know me after like we had met, he was like, can you put more effort in with Britt? Like, that's my girl. Like, put some respect on Britt's name. Like, he did not play about me at all. I had never in my life dated a man like that. I had never dated a man who was on my side. Like, who, like, I don't know, defended me. I've never had that before. He also impressed my parents. My mom liked him a lot. She said I broke his heart, and honestly, I agree. But yes, my parents liked him a lot. So we dated for like 6 months, and I kept feeling like something was just missing throughout the relationship. Like something just felt like it was missing. And I would communicate that to him like, oh, I like you a lot. I love you, but like something's just missing. And I didn't know what it was. And this poor guy was just doing his best to try to figure out what was missing, like trying to make adjustments, but like he just couldn't figure it out, and neither could I, because I didn't have the self-awareness that I have now. What was missing was chaos. No matter how many adjustments he was willing to make, he couldn't adjust himself to become a chaotic, toxic man when he just wasn't that. And that's all I had ever been used to. You see, I had not taken the time to like truly heal myself after my relationship prior to him, which was with an abusive guy. Very abusive, emotionally avoidant guy. Emotionally unavailable, everything. Okay, I had not healed from that. Not enough to be with a person who was safe. And so one day when he pissed me off, I broke up with him like on a whim. Because the majority of my prior relationships were with like antagonistic men, I was not ready to receive someone who was safe and loving and kind and caring. Maybe I didn't think I deserved it. Maybe I couldn't recognize what it was. My nervous system didn't know what to do with safe. My
But
parents
she
were
did
kind of
know what it
emotionally
was, though.
unavailable. Growing
It's
up
too
in that
late when she
dynamic, you kind of
realized what
look
it
for that
was.
in partners as well. So I ended up with
I'm gonna
emotionally
pause
unavailable
real
men
quick.
back.
But in the midst of all the stuff she was just saying, she knew what it was because she said all the good traits he had. So she knew what it was.
But when you have a pattern of dating people with these toxic traits, and you know, it has its good and has its bad, apparently for them. When you have somebody that's just straightforward, honest, and loyal, and not on the BS,
But you know what? I mean, that's not
it's
like
like,
we're not.
this is boring.
But she still knew what loyal. She knew how loyal he was. She knew how good he was. She saying all the good things that he was, and she recognized how all those good things that he was. But you still wanted you went into the relationship with talking about somebody else that was in your past, about what the other person did to you.
Because
But at this point,
she didn't fully heal.
but it doesn't matter if I don't think it really matters if you healed or not.
It
I'm
does.
looking at it like, well, you see the good traits that you want. You see the good traits that he has. You are acknowledging the good traits that he has. You are saying that your mom like him. He's not playing about you with his own siblings and friends. So you see it. So you can't say you don't see it because you did see it.
Right, but she don't know how to accept those good traits into her life. She done had toxic relationship after toxic relationship, that she don't know how, as she said, to be in a safe space with somebody that's gonna be all the top tier type person. She's used to a mediocre.
So that's like when people say you are who you attract, then, right? So these are you were attracting those toxic trait people or men.
I don't even think you have to be toxic to attract toxic. I think that you like a certain image or a certain look that you put blinders on to all the bull. Like, that's just like if you got Thug Passion and Steve Urkel. Steve is gonna be better for you
But you don't.
emotionally, financially, spiritually, whatever you may. He check all the boxes.
Mm-hmm.
But Thug Passion checks off 2 of those boxes. But it's that
But the long,
naughtiness, that I would say wickedness that attracts you to him.
but the long term of what the Urkel would give you is better.
Yes, but you don't see that because you're living in the moment, not in the future, like the forever. He can give you that little quick being satisfied, but then after that, either he done pissed you off and you didn't, or whatever the case may be. But Urkel give you that longevity.
Yeah.
Back to back. That brings me to my next point. For a while, what I felt like the relationship was lacking was him being a true leader. He would defer to me to make a lot of decisions because he felt like I was more intelligent than him. He would want me to like plan stuff. He would want me to just like make a lot of choices that I felt like the man should make.
Hold on,
and
let me
I
go
just
back
didn't
to
want
a
to
little
do
bit
that. I
'cause you
wanted like
need-
make a lot of choices that I felt like the man should make. He would defer to me to make a lot of decisions because he felt like I was more intelligent than him. He would want me to like plan stuff. He would want me to just like make a lot of choices that I felt like the man should make. And I just didn't want to do that. I wanted like a leader in the way that I saw leader, how I viewed it. But like knowing that he has weaknesses and that I have strengths, and then deferring to me where he's weak and letting him take the reins where he's strong is leadership. Like, okay, he could lead when it comes to protecting and providing and whatever, but he may have needed help with planning and stuff that he's not so good at. But I just couldn't see that at the time because I was dumb. I thought I needed 10 out of 10 boxes checked. But relationships are not found, they are built. Soulmates are built. Boxes can be built. If the person is at 7 or 8 and the last 2 need some work, you can meet them halfway. They can meet you halfway. Adjustments can be made. You don't have to break up. So though he had 8 of my 10 boxes, I was still too traumatized to accept him. I couldn't regulate my own nervous system fully yet. I had gotten to that point at 25 and met a very abusive man at 26, and I lost all my progress. So I still needed chaos, and I ruined it. The next guy I dated after that ended up being another avoidant who was emotionally unavailable and ended up breaking my heart worse than anybody else I'd ever experienced in my entire life. So I got my karma pretty fast, I guess. Let this be a lesson. If you've met someone who's good, they protect you well, they show up, they love you, but you feel like something's missing or something feels off or whatever the case may be, or it feels boring, make sure that something is not just the trauma that you're used to. Make sure that, you have healed enough to even receive what they're offering you. You don't need a perfect man. You just need a man that checks enough boxes that you can work with the rest. Anyway, that angel wasn't even on social media like that, so he'll probably never see this, but still.
So yeah, I mean, she did say in the beginning that she's going to hold herself accountable. I think she did a little bit, not all the way through, because I get what you're saying, like with the whole that heel shit or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I think I get it, but at the same time I don't. And then I think I'm not getting it because you know what your past relationship was, and the one before that, because she was saying that she dealt with, or just in general, when women say this, that they dealt with previous relationships that was not good for them. Okay, cool. But at 20 something years old, 25, 24, 26, however old you is, you are able to recognize when you see a good man or when you have him. Like, we ain't stupid.
Yeah, but
like, we can't be acting like we just dumb now. Like, come on.
I feel like they see a good man and then something in their mind, because you could be so used to your past that you're like, no, he a good man, but I really don't. I'm not saying I really don't have time for that, but you like that bad boy, and the bad boy don't get you far. Besides making videos about how you let go of the good guy.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't think I really agree with the whole. What's that? What she say? The whole my past. Like, you can't be dwelling on your past. You gotta be looking towards your future. And if you left him, you should leave him or her in the past.
If you still dwelling on your past, I mean, you still need time. A lot of people make the mistake of going from relationship to relationship because you can't be single by yourself. Just, I guess date yourself. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know about that, but
I'm just saying, like, focus on you.
and then we'll say he's not a leader. Like, but
I didn't get that part.
Yeah, if you say he's not a leader because he didn't want to book trips and shit like that. He asked you what you
wanted to do. I mean,
like, book the trip. Like, I mean,
if you didn't say, it would be different if he said, he don't want to book the trip or pay for it. If
Yeah.
I'm asking you to
Book
book
the
it,
trip. I'm more likely I'm paying for the trip.
yeah. So, but that part I just was like,
Yeah, so it just I don't know. And yeah, but I don't think I really agree with the whole, you know, not able to see a good man when you have one, or the whole
they
shit,
do it.
or the whole. I just I don't understand it. Or you just because then once you broke up with him for no apparent reason, you got back with another toxic nigga the next relationship, and supposedly he did you worse than what you have ever been done before. You know what I'm saying? So you went right back to not your last relationship, but the one before that, went back to the same toxic trait that you thought you was gonna like, and that didn't happen for you.
Mm-hmm.
So you just set yourself up for failure.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, cause I don't think I get that part with, cause you can see a good man and you can recognize a good man, and you noticed all the good man traits, and then for all the other bad negative men you were with, you should already know what those traits are,
Uh-huh.
cause you done been through them multiple times.
Mm.
So you know when something is not that and it's something different. Oh yeah, this is a good nigga. So now I need to adjust my shit on the fly, or get to
Yeah.
figuring out my Rubik's cube while I'm dealing with this good man. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I mean that's just how I think about it. I don't know, but you know what I'm saying. I could be wrong, but this is me, my little thoughts and my opinions and shit. You know what I'm saying? So, but at some point, y'all bitches got to get it right.
At some point, we can't keep making the same mistakes.
Yeah, falling back into the same old habits.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Clearly it's not getting you far.
not at all. You know what I'm saying? Not getting you far at all. But stop fumbling the bags out there and everything, ladies, man. When y'all got a good man in front of y'all, stick with him. And same thing for niggas. Y'all see a good woman. I know we we go through our shit. You know what I'm saying? We do what we do, but eventually, we'll figure it out. Sometimes we might not. It take us a little while. Y'all definitely know before we do that for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, on to the next where this one gentleman didn't figure that shit out at all
Mm-hmm.
with PJ Washington
Brittany
and
Renner.
Brittany Renner. So I'm pretty sure people done seen this around the way and what's going on with these two and their back and forth they had with the pickup of the child.
I didn't watch it. That baby was doing too much crying. I seen it, but yeah, the baby was crying. But it was just like it was weird. I don't really want to entertain her because like she had this. I think about Charleston White interview when she put on this act and made it seem like she was this and that, and then I don't know. I feel like she said something like he might have touched her inappropriate or whatever case may be.
No, they did. I mean, they didn't have sex none like that.
Yeah. I'm talking about why she was on top of his lap.
Yeah, she was grinding.
Like but if he touched her, she had a problem. But you sitting on top of me.
Yeah.
But then I was like, okay, we turned over a new leaf, and she, went to Islam, married Kevin Gates, and then now you popping out and showing.
She did that for a year.
Yeah, it's like that's crazy.
And went back to
her old ways.
Yeah.
Really quick.
And I said that I think she was giving this a opportunity for a year, see if she liked it, and if it wasn't something that she liked, she's gonna go back to her old ways and get back on her old shit. And
but it was crazy.
I think that's what she did.
Like she didn't even have to be all, wrapped up like how she was, but she could have still been like, it felt like she was going down a good road, but clearly she got off on exit 7 and said, fuck that, I need the chaos in my life.
And just like we just said,
See?
It seems like women just want to have that.